Over the last 100 years, UW rowing has developed 46 Olympic medalists and 35 national champions. In 1984, former UW coach Bob Ernst helped the U.S. women win an Olympic gold in the women's 8. Now, another UW coach has taken the lead as the U.S. tries to get back to the top of the rowing world.
Okay, grab your stuff. All right, hands on.
It's cold, it's early.
Overheads, ready, up, rolling. All the way out and down.
Just another typical morning along the shores of Lake Washington.
It's really calm and peaceful. It's just a really great way to clear my mind.
All right, walk it off. Go for it. Lean away, walk it off. A perfect day out there. You want to start with good energy. Full slide, no arm draw. That's one. Good energy in the warm-up. Kind of progresses to good pieces. Ready for full strokes. Go.
A group of young men from all corners of the country have come to Seattle to chase after their dreams.
Full slide now, full slide. Still.
When all 8 sync up, the boat almost rises out of the water and it just takes off.
Hands flat, looking good. Yeah, boys.
Like 8 people are totally locked into doing the same thing.
Everyone finishing over the keel into 3/4 track.
We're working towards one common goal. There's no superhero, there's no superstar. It's not a one-man show.
When it does start moving, it's a pretty amazing feeling. It's kind of hard to describe, but you're just gliding along. It's pretty awesome.
So we're going to start with a little bit of pausing on the first 5K.
Michael Callahan has been coaching crew at the University of Washington for 20 years.
People who work the hardest at it generally succeed the most. And I always love that correlation of working hard and then having success.
And Callahan has had plenty. He's been the Pac-12 Coach of the Year 10 times and helped the Huskies win 5 straight national championships. In 2004, he was a member of the U.S. Olympic team.
I tell you what, there's nothing like being on a starting line and instead of them naming your high school, or your college, or your club that you're going for, they start say, United States of America ready, Great Britain ready, Germany ready. It has a whole different, gives you goosebumps. To know that you're representing your country.
20 years later, Callahan is back with the red, white, and blue as the head coach of the men's 8.
I think that's another thing about rowing is that you can represent something bigger than yourself, and so it's also humbling, which is really good.
Full strokes continuous for a few, and then we'll do quarter track pause.
I feel like when little kids are growing up, you have kids that are like, I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be a doctor, or I want to be an Olympian, and I think people just kind of forget about those dreams sometimes.
Evan Olson never stopped dreaming. At Bothell High, he was a cross-country runner.
I was exceptionally bad. I wasn't even on the JV squad. I was in the open team, which is rank 15 through like 25. I tried hard though. I did try. I tried really hard. And I'm like, I guess I'm just bad at all sport.
Then his mom gave him a book to read.
She's like, Evan, you should read this book. It's all about teamwork and pulling hard for each other. And I'm like, oh, cool, just like cross country. It's not like cross country. It's way better.
The book, Boys in the Boat, a true story based on the struggles and sacrifices made by a UW rowing team that trained on Lake Washington.
Just in front to win by a yard.
And went on to win gold at the 1936 Olympics.
And I read it fall 2013, and then I started rowing January 2014. So it was a pretty quick turnaround for me.
So you're telling me this book is why you're here?
The book is exactly why I'm here.
All 8 full strokes continuous. That's 1.
10 years later, Evan helps make up the U.S. men's 8.
It's a huge honor, every time we race for Team USA and, have the flag on your chest. You do it with a lot of pride, and it means that extra bit more to you.
Ready for a quarter track pause.
Nearly 90 years after the boys of the boat trained on the Montlake Cut, Team USA has returned to the hallowed waters.
Yeah, it's special place. Seattle's always been a big home for Olympians.
All 8 now, go.
In preparation for the final Olympic Qualification Regatta in Switzerland, Coach Callahan wanted his team to be surrounded by greatness and history.
And there have been a couple times where I've been out on the cut thinking about the boys in the boat. 90 years ago, thinking that there was a group of men doing the same thing that we're trying to do, it's really special.
A great story of, local heroes, and to be back here, you know, training on the same body of water that they trained to win back in 1936. Some good symmetry there, and we're hopeful to carry on that long legacy.
The U.S. team has wrapped up their training in Seattle. They're now at Princeton, and then it's off to Switzerland. The final Olympic qualifier for crew will take place May 19th through the 21st.
And Chris is going to be live in Paris for our Olympic coverage. The opening ceremony is set for July 26th.